target in the end zone. It's Martin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. Stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Aller. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gain tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Singleton. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
Really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on 1st down. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Setting up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Fights off the defender. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and in.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long. The percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore to the air. Gonna let it fly. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had...